Hello, viewer, and welcome back to Games with Dialogue. This is episode 86 of my RPG Maker series. Last time, I was working on the story event line in Nahoe. I decided to change a few things. I'm going to continue working on that today's episode. So, let's dive in. Okay, when I last left off, I was working on getting the government building in Nahoe structured and set up. If you recall, I decided to move the statue that the players need to talk to the Angel of Knowledge from quarantine in the docks into the government center. While I was setting up the pathing for the soldiers, I had another thought. Instead of having the player work their way around to the back room, I could put a door over here, have this tiny room here be a storage room for regular things like food and office supplies, and have the back room be contraband. But that means the player needs to get a key to get back through this door. That's the idea. They'll talk to the secretary, the person here at the desk, and they'll tell them they want to see the statue. This person will be like, "Oh, you're here to move it to the ship." Anyways, through a case of mistaken identity, the secretary thinks that they're here to move it, tells them where to find it. They come back here, or the player, I'm talking now with the player, will come back here to this door, be like, it's locked, but we need to get in there. I wanted to put the statue close enough to the door the player can see it. I don't know if that's good enough. I can always move it down one if that's the case. Anyways, they still have to get past the guards to the stairwell, go upstairs, and get the key. So what I would need to do is set up a upstairs now. One thing I want to do before I do that is close this off, however. There we go. All right. And then maybe, I don't know if I want to close this off. Do I want to do that? Nah. I'll leave it open. All right, so I need an upstairs. So, new. We'll call it Government Center Upstairs, I think. Maybe just Government Center without the vowels. Nah, that looks dumb. Government Center Upstairs. The thing is, I decided to do it this way because I can give the players, I can give myself an opportunity to introduce some major characters on the villain side that the players haven't had a chance to interact with, to give the villain faction a little more depth. If I have the player eavesdrop in on a conversation between the leaders of the military that have occupied Nahoe, occupied the desert region on the map, then I can give them some motivation. I can give them some personality that they wouldn't otherwise, the player wouldn't otherwise be exposed to. So that's one of the reasons I want to do it. Let me see here. I think I'm just going to have one. Yeah, it's just going to be one wall high, I think. I need to bring that back, actually, if that's the case. It's too small, really. It's really too small. I want a room that is blocked off. Maybe something like, let's see here. Maybe something like this with a door here. So the player will, well, let me put it down first before I start making, I want a table No, that's not going to work. Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. And then we'll put chairs around it. Nah, you know what? We don't need chairs. We don't need chairs. What I want to put is this. Put that there. Put that there. And then put... Well, no, that's not going to work because I want to put it... No, that's not going to work either. Shoot. What if I do that? Do I have a world map looking piece of paper that I can just lay out on top? I thought I did, but maybe this will work. Yeah, okay. All right, that's good enough for a first pass, just to get the idea across. So I could have, like, a war room is what I'm trying to go for. I can have a bunch of people in here having a conversation, and you know what? Based on the way where the player is going to be, I think, based on where the table is, I think doing it like that is better. And then, where are the stairs going to be? Oh. What about right here? I can have... Yeah, I'll have it right here. I'll have the stairs right here, and then I'll have... I'll have another room over here, maybe? Just like this. Nope, that's too small. Because I need the wall. I always forget the wall. Just cuts the room in half. Okay. So if I have the player come out, we'll do this one, I think. Yeah. Well, I'll put it back there. Yeah, okay. If I have the player come out, then I can have an event immediately put on this spot here that brings the player over to the wall, over to this door that's shut. I'm just going to throw a door down here real quick. That's not what I want to do. This is what I want to do. This one? This one. Maybe this one. No, this one. Yeah, okay, that's fine. I'll have that door there. I can have an event that auto moves the player over to this door, and they eavesdrop in on a conversation, and then I can have a couple of generals or commanders or whatever in this room talking about their plans for the region, and what I want to do is have them drop hints about the orc camp that they have under their control. If I can find that. Let's see. If you'll recall, I have like an internment camp for orcs in the region. And in addition to dropping some hints to the player about that, they can also talk about the pyramid. I want the player to know about that before they walk all the way over there. So having these bunch of jokers mention it early lets the player know what's going on. Also, I can give the commanders names. I can also give names to some of the other people in charge of other areas of the world map, seeding future encounters in the player's mind. I think that works a lot better than keeping the player in the dark about everything that's going on. And then after that whole little cutscene event thing with the conversation, the player can walk over here, grab the key, and then head back downstairs and get the angel statue. Let's see here. I'll just put it right there. Yeah. And then we can put a event for a treasure. Make it a shiny. If I recall, that's under flame right there. Yep. We'll take the sparkle here. And then an item. We'll make it a key item. Oh, We'll make it a key item. Number 24. Sure. I don't have it yet. Right. Okay. So what I'm thinking is the player will have the option of walking around this room uncontested by the troops or security or whatever. When they'll find that this door is shut, they can't get past it, which means I should probably edit this, actually. Yeah, just remove the ability for the player to actually walk through the door. There we go. All right, so now it's just a image in the room. But the player can walk around, but as soon as they find the key and pick it up, I'll have the event trigger where one of them mentions that they can hear voices coming from this room, and they decide to listen in. So what I want to do is, after they pick up the key, right, okay. That will work. After they pick up the key, self-switch A, go to here, and then have the text. Okay. This must be the key. Let's hurry back and speak with the statue. And then I'll have Solomon say, wait, I hear something. All right. And ever the pragmatic, Gilgamesh suggests that they listen in on the conversation. So, oh boy, that's a problem though, isn't it? Because if I have them move over to listen in on the conversation, I'm going to apply and close this. If I have them move over, then depending on which 3 spaces they're standing at when they interact with the table, having them move over to the wall. Oh, no, there's an easy fix for that. Okay. I'm going to wait to set the movement route until I have the room structured the way I want. But I want to put the... Yes, I want to put the commanders for the military in here first. Let's find some people. If I can recall, I'll have this guy. Okay. I'll have... Nope. That's not what I wanted to do. I'll have this guy. Okay. And then I'll have... Let's see here. You know what? I want this guy instead. This guy I want to change. We'll make him this one. That's better. Yeah. I want the 3 of them to look unique, because all the commanders I have so far look different. Yeah, so now I just need to have a conversation with them. Let me go back to this event, because I did forget. Even if I don't have the movement route, and I am just going to make something up right here. Let's move them over 4. Let's move 5 and then say skip if cannot move. Apply. It's just filler. I'm going to change it. But then I want, after the player moves here against the wall, I want the map to focus to move over. So scroll map to the right. How many spaces? Assuming that this and this square are the exact center of the map, because that's where the player is. I want it to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Normal speed? Yeah, normal speed. I want to see what it looks like before I mess with that. So it'll scroll over. And then... Do I have the whole conversation on this page, or do I make a separate page for their conversation? I don't think it's necessary for me to make another page. All right. But I need to give them names before I start giving them text speeches. So let's call this guy Golden Commander. Sure. Golden Commander, okay. You will be... I don't know if he's going to be in charge of dragons, but sure. And then... what am I going to call you? Sage Commander? Ooh. I don't know what to call him. Yeah, I'll call him Sage Commander. Sure. I can always change it, right? I mean, something better comes along. I can always change it. But there. Okay, so the three of them have names now. I can give them a conversation. And we can go into details about what the enemy's up to in the Nahoe region and beyond. You know, I don't think I'm quite happy with that. Yeah, I'll change it up, but I mean, I'm changing up everything else here. I keep saying that, and I intend to change everything else up in the... the shrine continues to repel my forces. I mean, that gets the idea across. He's talking about his failure to get into the knowledge shrine. So the next guy... You know what? I'm getting confused on what the original goal of this was. I'm also going to put it on top. I want to make Golden Commander sympathetic to the player. I want him to be not such a bad guy. I want him, at the end of the game, when the player defeats the last boss, to be the guy that they say, you know, we didn't defeat the military, just the person, the force, the evil behind it. This Golden Commander is not such a bad guy. He could lead the forces of the military for the future. Which means I think instead of Sage Commander saying that he's quelled the locals, maybe put the Golden Commander in charge of keeping the natives, keeping the locals under control, but not in a cruel despot way. More like a occupying, we're only here temporarily and then you can go back to your normal lives kind of way. So I think, well, I'm going to change what Sage Commander is saying, his dialogue. Let's see, a pity. Yeah, I'll change this up. Let's see here. Yeah, I like that better. The master of the pyramid will not be pleased to hear of the delay. That gives the player a little more information about the region. That there is... their leader of the military is in the pyramid. And you're going to be going there at some point. I mean, that might be too much assumption. But I like to think that the players of an RPG are smart enough to put two and two together. Let's see. So then he asks the Golden Commander about his situation. Or his command, or whatever. Oh, capital. What about the pacification of the locals? Pacification of... well, what about the pacification of the natives? Yeah, I like that better. Of the natives. Yeah, calling them natives instead gives a different connotation to this guy than if he called them the locals. What about the past? Yeah. I definitely prefer the way it makes him look if he calls them the natives. Let's see. So do I have... right there. Yeah, okay. And again, I'm limited on how many sentences I can put down, so I have to get a little tricky with how I present the dialogue. Yeah, all right. I think that's good enough for now. It doesn't make him really more sympathetic, but at least it mentions that there's an orc tribe in the Nahoe, the desert region. It's going to need some work, is all I can say. As I continue to say, it's just going to need some work. But anyways, let's see here. He mentioned this, so I want the Sage Commander to... I really want to hammer home just how bad these guys are. This one. I think that works. You're too soft on the greens. Those savages only understand violence and physical... Well, and physical domination. I don't like that. But I do like... Those savages only understand violence. So let me back that up a bit. All right. Good enough. All right. There's going to be more to that conversation, though. Let me see here. At least for the orc tribe, they continue to rail against us. You're too soft on them. Okay, yeah. So I'll have the Sage Commander say something. Should I drop hints? Oh yeah, I was going to drop hints about the future. Yeah, that's better. That's better. You two need to step it up. The other shrines have already fallen to our forces in the north and west. You know, I still don't like that step it up, but I'm just going to barrel ahead here. Let's see. I'm going to have the Golden Commander. Well, no, I'll have the Dragon Commander say. Yeah, that's okay, except that I need he to be in the purple, black, whatever. I think I had it purple. I'm gonna have to look back, actually. Let me apply. Where was that last conversation? It's been so long. I think it was Logging Hamlet. Yeah, I think it was Logging Hamlet. Did I have... When was the last time they referenced... No. I think it was... Troop Outpost, right? Upstairs. And then his conversation. Yeah, C7. Okay. All right, good. I knew I had it somewhere. Whoop. I want that closed. Where did it go? Right there. Okay. All right. Okay, that should do it. Oh, wait, I forgot. All right, I think that should do it. Does that mean he's displeased with us? Oh, but I cut it off. Does that mean... I'm going to put a space there. He is displeased with us. Yes, okay. There should be more to that conversation, but I want to... Let's see here. I want to bring the map back. Scroll map left. I think it was 6, right? I moved it over 6, so we'll bring it back. And then... Let's see, text. We'll have Joan say... What? What are you going to say, Joan? You know what? No, I'm going to change it. We'll change it to Elizabeth. No, you know what? Let's back that up. I think more important to the characters than knowing about the leadership... Where the leadership is in the desert region is hearing that the other 2 shrines have already fallen. Yes, I think that's better. Did you hear that the other shrines are already under our enemy's control? And then Joan would probably say, what are we going to do? Right? Yeah, I think that's it. So what do we do? Our next priority should still be the closest shrine, right? And then I'm going to have to make a separate text box. Let's see, where are you? There we go. They said they still haven't broken through. Yeah, that'll work. They said it still stands, so we have a chance to beat them to it. And then we'll end the event there. Right. Yes. Okay. We'll end the event there. Okay. And then they can just go downstairs and get the... I'm going to actually have to make this door openable with an item. Nahoe storage key. There we go. Good. Great. And then have a conversation with the Angel of Knowledge. Okay. Good. All right. Well, I've just given myself more that I need to work on. But I'm going to end the episode here. Thank you, everyone, for joining me. Until next time, stay safe, and God bless you.